There's been a long-standing shortage of lorry drivers in the UK and the problem is getting worse. The Road Haulage Association estimates a deficit of around 100,000 drivers and it's concerned the impact on the supply chain will be catastrophic. The situation's been exacerbated since the start of the year by the loss of 16,000 European lorry drivers who've left the UK and moved back to their home countries. Seema Katecha is here with more. Seema.
Thank you, Emily. Now, they're crucial to our supply chain and without them, consumers wouldn't get their daily essentials. We're talking about lorry drivers and industry experts tell us there's a severe shortage hampering the distribution of goods. Hauliers say 95% of everything we consume comes on the back of a lorry. Since the beginning of the year, there are 16,000 fewer lorry drivers in the UK, while 30,000 lorry driver driving tests have been cancelled over the last year because of the pandemic. Data exclusively seen by Newsnight conveys the severity of the shortages. It shows 40 of Britain's largest hauliers have 3,654 driver vacancies, averaging at 91 vacancies per haulier. Among the small and medium-sized businesses, there are at least 2,573 vacancies, averaging at 4 vacancies per haulier. Now, more than 58% of the industry says driver shortages is a result of Brexit, with EU drivers choosing to move home because of tighter immigration controls in the UK and better pay and conditions in their countries. For years, there's been a driver shortage, but we're told figures like this haven't been seen before and convey a desperate situation.
It is a very, very dangerous situation. We are probably in the southeast, in Purfleet and Southampton, we're probably looking at 10% too few drivers, so we need another 10% drivers. And in Warrington, a similar sort of number up in Cheshire under our Northwest Cargo banner. So that is dire. We don't want to have vehicles standing, so we're having to use agency drivers, which obviously cost more money, rather than employing our own drivers. And even the agencies are saying that they are struggling to get drivers in. So ultimately, I mean, we're a long way off it, but ultimately we could see that having a very detrimental effect on pricing structures within supermarkets and the like.
Now, in an industry meeting last week, Newsnight understands that Tesco said 48,000 tonnes of its perishable goods had been wasted because of a shortage of drivers, although Tesco now says that's an incorrect figure. Some are worried that it could lead to more empty shelves.
Seeing is an incredibly tired, stressed workforce doing everything they can to put out the stops to keep the supply chain working, and that stress is really playing out. And we are seeing shortages in some places, but like I say, once we see a shortage, we're doing everything we can to replenish that as quickly as possible. But that level of pressure is not something that can go on forever, so it's going to get worse week by week through the summer unless we find ways to take action to bring in those reinforcements we need. We need to get drivers, particularly drivers, back working. So we need to find those that have exited driving for whatever reason back into the marketplace. We need to pay them the right amount of salary and those sorts of things. We have to remove the admin barriers. We also need to reopen the borders to allow foreign workers to come back and work here. Those that left during the lockdown need to be able to come back, and we need to do that. And thirdly, we need to look at how we can sort of put other immediate resources, drivers that are available, into our supply chains.
The Department for Transport told us they were providing extra resources for apprenticeships and improving testing capacity, but stressed that the onus was on the industry to improve pay and conditions rather than relying on labour from abroad. Now, most of us don't think about the supply chain until it goes wrong, but that danger is exactly what many in the industry are saying right now. Unless action is taken, our food, our goods, our fuel could suddenly be hit by disastrous shortages. Emily.
Seema, thank you very much indeed.